Hi everyone, I'm going live. I've never done this before. So hopefully it works and you can hear me. And I'm sure I'll get better at it as I do more. I'm gonna cut a few soap roses and cubes just to show you guys. I know I've done some tutorials, but I'm just gonna do it live and just let you follow along. So I have these two fresh new bars of Degree, which I love. It smells amazing and it's very easy to cut. So I like all the soaps that I've found. This is the citrus one, and they have a lavender one and then a ginger one that smells like gingerbread cookies. So I have two different peelers here it's telling me to swipe. Why would I do that? Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, sorry. You guys maybe leave comments. Can you hear me? Can somebody tell me if you can hear me? Anyways, I'm going to show you the difference. Every peeler I've used cuts differently, so it's nice to get a few. You can just get them at the dollar store. This one's from the dollar store. This one's more expensive, and they're both really good. So I'll start. I wear these gardening gloves now because one time I honestly sliced off a chunk of my finger with a peeler, and it was so traumatic. So now I just use these when I cut so that I don't have to worry about it. So I start on the side. Uh-oh, this one's a little dry actually. So see how it's crumbling? That means it's too dry to make roses. So this one would be better for soap cutting. If soaps are too dry, you can't use them for curls or roses. So this one's a little better. So these curls, let's just say I'm going to make curls. Should have tested this. You just go like this. And then let's look at it with this peeler. Okay, this one's going a little thicker, so it's a little better, but you see how the soap is breaking? That's because it's too dry. And I'm not sure if I have a good wet soap right now, but I will go check in a minute. And then sometimes I like to go on the other side, and we just keep peeling. So these will still dry out and be crunchy, even though they're not full curls. It's not a total loss, but they're definitely too dry to make roses. But they will dry really fast and be kind of crunchy and satisfying. So I'm still gonna peel it for you all. So yeah, I'm liking the dollar store peeler better on this one. And this one kind of, I feel like the thicker it cuts, the more it curls it naturally. Some peelers will kind of peel it off straight, but this one curls it for me. So if the soap was softer, it would be a lot easier and obviously not break as much. So I apologize that the soap isn't perfect, and then once I get down to this size, it's kind of awkward to hold it. And this kind of thing, you guys, it's like once you try it yourself, you just learn so much, and everybody's good at different things. And it's just, yeah, you practice. And I have noticed that a lot of people don't really talk about their strategies or what they do. So that's why I like to share what I've learned, because I've kind of taught myself everything. So But yeah, I encourage you to just go to the dollar store, get some soap and a peeler, and just play around. And wear gloves. I mean, I like to not wear gloves in my crushes, obviously, because then you're not dealing with a blade. But I'm going to see how thin, how many curls I can get off of here. Almost to the end. Okay. And then this you can save and snap it when it dries out more. Or sometimes I peel this way once it gets skinny and just make little curls. That's kind of fun. Yeah, anyone who does soap ASMR has like a bunch of these chunks that they save usually. Okay, so now what I do, anytime I make curls or roses, I have a bunch of these boxes, like just any box that's shallow. Let's see, this is kind of awkward. Maybe I can lift it up a little bit. Anyways, it's a shallow box that I ordered. I got some contacts delivered, and I cut all the flaps off, so it's just a shallow little box. And then these are so fragile, so I'm going to gently scoop them into this box. So I like cardboard a lot because it's breathable. And put these crumbs in too. And now I have a box of curls. So now you're going to let this dry out. These will probably dry in like 3 days in my house. And right now it's winter and I have the heater going. In the summer when it's really hot, I live in a hot area, they would probably dry in honestly a day. And if you live somewhere really humid, they'll take a long time and you might need to put a fan or heater pointing towards them. So curls dry fast. Now, let's see if I can, so for cutting cubes, I've showed you guys before, I really like this little tool. I've had this one for a while and it's getting dull, so I want to get a new one soon. But it's just a cheap hobby knife from Michaels. And let's see how this works. The soap's pretty dry, so we'll just do stripes. So I actually like to use my glove on the hand that I'm holding the soap in case I slip. And just cut the stripes. And this won't happen if the soap is moist enough, but it's fine. Also, and cutting stripes in a bar of soap helps it dry out faster because drying a bar of soap takes a long time. So the stripes allow air to go through it more. So that's kind of crappy because the soap was dry. But now this, I have another shallow box with a bunch of bars, and I'll put it in there. And a bar of soap to dry can take anywhere from a month to a year, honestly. So some, once you cube them, dry faster. And again, if they have a fan on them or it's summer, it'll dry a lot faster than in the winter just sitting there. And these ones were kind of dry already from the store. Sometimes you can find a date on them, but not always. And these were from the dollar store, and it was one of the last boxes, so that's good for soap cutting when they're dry like that. But this one should get even more dry to cut, I think. And that's it, you guys. I'm gonna work on getting some better. This was a little, but like I said, this was my first time, so I'm gonna work on getting some better soap that's more moist that I practice on before I do the live, and I will do some soap roses next time. But hopefully this information helps you already, like just practice and feel confident to practice. And it is don't be afraid to just try stuff and see what happens. And I will go live again at some point, and I will announce when I'm going to. So thank you guys for showing up. Let's see, how do I end this? Oh, here we go. Okay,